epic Night Witch footage and another epic gala wrap. Brace yourselves. Welcome back, fellow fans of Clash Royale. It's your host, Galadon. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Yes, the Night Witch is upon us, you guys. Beware. Her deadly gaze and deadlier bats are after your towers. And man, she is powerful. A lot of people having very, very high opinions of the Night Witch thus far feel like maybe she's the most powerful legendary card to come along since the Graveyard. And right here, right away, you're seeing Cart using that Night Witch and Miner combination. Super dangerous right there. She spawns those bats faster than a witch spawns skeletons. Then that does make her much more dangerous, even though the bats can be one-shotted by towers, very low in hit points. You never know. Her bats could result in a resurgence of the Zap spell. Now, we're going to watch some replays right here and talk a little bit about the Night Witch. Now, personally, I didn't unlock her, and maybe some of you guys didn't get 12 wins in a challenge, so watch for a future video where I spend somewhere between 1 and 20 super magical chests, because I need to have this Night Witch. She just seems like a lot of fun to play, great with a giant beatdown deck, or even Golem and Lava Hound. We've been seeing those as well. Here you've got Cart using it along with a giant. Although he has lost a tower early, we're convinced Cart will come back, because Cart's the comeback king. Alright, so again, the Night Witch, powerful, but there's only one card in play right now that can one-shot the Night Witch, because she's relatively tanky for 4 elixir, and that is, of course, the Sparky. Everybody else, even the P.E.K.K.A, is going to take more than one shot to get her down. Now, of course, a rocket or a lightning will one-shot the Night Witch, but if you have a fireball, you will need a log to finish her off. A zap spell along with a fireball will not do it. Although, again, it is going to be very helpful against her death spawn of 4 additional bats, and that is really what we're seeing. The big danger in the Night Witch is that death spawn. It's a completely unique mechanic, you guys. No other unit in the game does the same thing. Obviously, the giant skeleton a little similar, because it does leave that bomb behind, much like the balloon's crash damage. But she actually spawns new units. The closest thing to her would probably be a tombstone that spawns those skeletons after it is taken down. So right here, Cart has managed to tie things up and put a lot of damage on his opponent's right tower right here. Here comes another Night Witch. Good counter is, of course, the Executioner, probably one of the strongest counters to the Night Witch, as it's going to deal with her death spawn as well. But I will tell you this, from experimenting with different single units, the cheapest effective elixir counter to a Night Witch is either going to be the Spear Goblins deployed in the center as she comes down a lane, or Fire Spirits. Either one of those 2 units will manage to take down a Night Witch with help from one of the towers without anything touching the tower itself. Right here, Cart reaches out and touches his opponent's tower, grabbing the last second overtime 2-1 win. Alright, Cart's not done yet. He's putting on a full-on clinic of Night Witch use right here. And remember, you guys, near the end of this video, but not quite at the end, the Night Witch wrap. So either brace yourselves, leave early, fast forward to it, record it, submit it to iTunes as my mixtape 2017, whatever you want to do, but just try not to cringe. Alright, so we've got Cart underway one more time against a Frozen Man this time, who has a Lava Loon deck. But Cart, once again, rocking that brand new Night Witch, kind of surprising his opponent, and the emotes, the taunts, start to come out like crazy. And again, my philosophy on this one is, once your opponent has dropped multiple rage taunts like this, it is open season on the BM. You can do whatever you want at this point, and don't feel like you're being poorly mannered. This guy right here, Frozen Man, just going crazy with the taunts, and Cart surprisingly holding himself back right here, just sticking to that game plan, almost has that tower down. In comes another Night Witch facing the Lava Hound, and here you're going to get a chance to look at her up close and personal as she gets to that tower and can't do it. But the bats get a little bit of damage on everything in the area, the dragon, the Lava Hound, and the tower. And a well played from Frozen Man. Not sure how sincere that one was. We will see right now as Cart has to face the Lava Hound on the tower. The balloon is going to get there. The rage from his opponent. The Giant on the way after the tower. And it looks like Cart is going to successfully stop the push while taking out his opponent's tower at the same time. Grabbing a wow from Frozen Man. And we're just about into double elixir. Cart with a big advantage right here. And more rage from his opponent. Now, there are a few key differences between the Night Witch and the regular Witch that need to be taken into account when using her. Remember what I said earlier, the Night Witch's friends, the bats, spawn faster than the Witch's skeletons, so that does make her more dangerous. Obviously, there is the death spawn as well. And before we get into a few more details, let's watch Cart crush the dreams of Frozen Man as the emotes are coming strong and fast now. There's the melee attack from the Night Witch as well. The tower is just about to go down on the right-hand side. Cart putting pressure down the left-hand side. Looks like he's not happy with a 2-0 win. He wants the 3 crown. Right tower goes down. The opponent, for some reason here, decides to go with a desperation lava loon push on the left lane. But that is going to leave him severely vulnerable to the 3 crown. So Cart picks up the 3 crown win. We're going to move on to one more attack before we get to the Gala Wrap. And as we do, let's talk a little bit about some more differences between the Night Witch and the regular Witch. The key really being the Night Witch's attack. It is a melee attack. It's about the same range as a Prince, so it's a pretty good range. But unlike the regular Witch, the Night Witch only damages a single target and she only can attack ground units. Of course, the regular Witch does splash damage to both ground and air. So another key difference, and it's something really important to take into account when you're using her on the offense and, of course, when you're trying to defend against her, which Perfect does not do a very good job of right here. The Night Witch takes down the tower, and once again, the emote door, the floodgates are wide open, and I feel like, I don't know, I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say that this could be the most enraging new card to come to the game in a long time. We may see a lot of hatred very, very soon for the Night Witch. I've already seen a lot of calls for her nerf before she is even officially released upon the Clash universe. We are seeing people saying the Night Witch needs to be nerfed. And typically I do expect to see that from players simply because it's early on in a card's cycle and players maybe have not learned how to counter that card yet. But I do see what people are talking about here. It's not just that people haven't learned to counter it, but it's a difficult card to counter all around, especially with the recent loss of popularity of the Zap spell. So the Zap spell going to be key in taking out that death spawn. You can easily get 6, 8, even 10 bats up at once with a Night Witch, and a Zap going to do a great job of getting them down, or maybe a tornado. Other than that, we haven't seen a lot of love for the Zap spell recently, and right here, Bryce not generating any brotherly love from his opponent. So it looks like Bryce kind of has things under control right here. Looks like he has a pretty clear advantage. Again, his opponent has opened the floodgates of taunts. So in my book, it's totally fair to answer all you want once they've given you a few rages. I say go ahead, go for it. It is legally, ethically, and morally right to go ahead and respond with all of the taunts, all of the BM that you want. And Bryce really putting it to his opponent right here. Doesn't look like his opponent has a chance. So maybe with that, it's about time to break in to a Gala Wrap. Legendary Night Witch dropping on Clash Royale today. You're gonna face a quick demise if you don't try to get out of her way. She's gonna come right at you with that big old staff and a bunch of mean bats. Best be ready to drop a good counter or that's bad luck like a pack of black cats. Legendary Night Witch, elixir cost is only 4. Couple her with Golem Lava P.E.K.K.A, she'll be at your door. Got her down, it doesn't matter, she's released some more flying friends. The pain you feel like a deep sea diver, up too fast he's got the bends. Alright, you guys, there it is. I hope you didn't cringe too much. Thank you guys, as always, for watching all the way to the end of another episode. You guys are the best. You're the true Gala fam. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can get the earliest possible update and sneak peek information. And until tomorrow, get out there and make every attack a full attack. Jelly Doll, I give this song an 8. It's got a good beat and you can dance to it.